Hello everyone, do I have a game to show you today? So this was actually my tournament game versus Rage. Rage here is white, he's got anti-rush, I'm black. Looks like I've got anti-rush. And indeed, I actually thought I started out with anti-rush. So Rage starts moving his scout up 5 spaces, and he actually moves it over 1 space. Um, so already, I actually think this is going to cause him a problem. Well, maybe if I had anti-rush, it would be a problem. But now it's out of range of the other 2 scouts. So leaving it out of range of the last scout is fine, but I do think this one should be in range to recapture. So after I play scout up 4, now he's gonna really make an awkward move, I think. He's gonna open up his wall right here. And yeah, that's gonna end up being kind of awkward. So I'm just gonna play another scout up 4, and I move them over to the side one this way instead of the other way. I like to keep them in range of every scout, because ultimately, if the scouts are gone, I'm gonna use the halberds for control instead of the wall. So he plays another scout up 6 spaces, and this is the normal 5-6-6 opening. And here's where I'm going to play some of the lines I looked at. So I go ahead and capture this scout over here, and he recaptures, but he actually doesn't recapture with another scout moving up. He keeps these scouts where they are when he recaptures, and this is gonna do a key thing for him. So when I take and use stoicism, he can actually move the scout back so I can't charge it. And he uses Chastise to freeze my scout. Now, if we go back a little bit, again, I think he's overextended his unit. So here, when I took here and used Stoicism, that's actually a bit of a mistake for me, because now the halberd can come up and threaten this scout. So now the scout actually is being attacked by this scout, and this halberd. So going forward, that's the correct move, to just chastise the scout. And if you haven't noticed by now, I have shield wall. I don't think I explicitly said it, but yeah, I have rush commands here. So this was actually just a bit of an innocuous move. Kind of a little trap I was playing into. So normally I should have played like just the scout up 4 would be fine, and scout up 6 actually would be fine if I had taken his other scout 1 space back. So either move would have actually been fine. But here he's gonna recapture. And again, if the scout had been 1 space farther, this scout would come 1 space farther, and then he's only protected by the other scout, which means my scout would actually capture his and use Chastise on this scout. So then I would have 3 scouts and he would have 2. So I would actually get a material advantage out of that still. But I had rush commands, so that wasn't an option. And I had to play this move. And I just played it back, and this was just looks like an innocent move, looks like an innocent mistake. So White's got 150 command points now. So he uses Charge and Battle Cry. And he's actually set himself a recipe for disaster. So I have rush commands, so naturally I'm just going to go ahead with my champion and use my rush commands. So White's got 25 command points, Charge Battle Cry on cooldown, and he plays this, which I guess is a mistake. Maybe everything's a mistake. We'll look at that, but this is actually going to let me use Charge and Shield Wall on my champion. So This is the part where he knew he messed up. Now, he was expecting that I had anti-rush commands, and if I did, that would have been a fine move, I believe. I might, like, well, no, so that would be the best move if I had anti-rush. Not much I could do. But because I have rush, I can defend myself with shield wall. It's a lovely little command there. And he's got to do something. He's got to try something. So he moves his champion up, uses Chastise on my champion. I actually don't know if he meant to get hit by the scout. I'm assuming he did, or he didn't care. But I weaken his champion to 400 HP. Gives him a little bit of command points. Not enough to do anything, though. And I defend my champion with Stoicism. And he's just going to go ahead and move his champion up some more. Personally, I think I would have blocked this champion in. Just because this champion's already weakened, and, when I take him, the halberd can come later and capture him. Because what I think happens here is worse. I take this champion with Battle Cry. His champion's still under attack. So he's got to move it forward some more because my champion here is invincible for the time being. But moving his champion forward lets me whack him with the halberd down to 200 HP now. So next turn, he's either going to lose this halberd or he's going to lose this champion. And here he resigns, but not before he actually plays halberd over with Battle Cry on the 200 HP champion. So all I can say about that is don't do drugs, kids. Drugs are bad, okay? But yeah, that's the game. So if we go back a little bit, let's see. So there was his first, or well, his major mistake there. So I think his best chances to survive were champion comes back, and my champion is going to move forward. And now I think he can go ahead and plug up the wall like this. And there's a few, I guess, inaccuracies I could fall into. So I guess the first inaccuracy would be charge on the halberd and use Stoicism. So that's, I guess, the first inaccuracy, because Chastise and then, Chastise and actually moves the foot soldier back over here. And then after shield wall, and I guess I could move this scout up. Let's see, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 3. Yeah, so here. And now white comes back with the halberd. And that's going to leave me to go ahead and just capture that halberd. Nothing to defend. But white recaptures, I guess, this way. Uses Stoicism to defend against Battle Cry from the scout. And I think this was his best chance to survive. I think maybe Black's got the better material advantage. I guess he's also about to get the Battle Cry with the scout there. But he does have rush commands, so I wonder how that'll play out. And in endgame, Black will certainly have the advantage, so White's got to use the two champions to the best of his ability. But I think that's at least better than what did happen, we can say. So if we rewind here, I think I should have rewinded the other way. Okay, so Yeah, so same thing happens if I take any other unit. So this halberd's part of his wall, which is why it's better to take this halberd rather than this halberd. But let's see. If we go back into the opening, actually, so actually, I guess it's quicker if I reset. So again, if I had anti-rush commands, there are a few things I could have done differently. So so I capture there. That move is actually fine. But when I recapture, I went on this square right here, and that was a mistake. Again, scout should have been over one this way or over one this way. And then white uses chastise, and then I can move another scout up. But the key point being, if white actually had to come up another space to capture the scout right here, or another space this way to capture over here, then, assuming I had anti-rush commands, I could actually capture this scout and use chastise on the other scout. But again, I don't have anti-rush commands. So that's why I actually think the very first move here is a mistake. I like to play my scouts over one space so that the other scouts, both of them, actually protect it. Because this is first an awkward move. Yeah, I think that basically does it for the opening. This is certainly another line of the 4-4 that I didn't cover, was actually capturing without moving another scout up, which allows scout to move back with chastise. But again, I think if you're playing this with the 5-6-6, that might actually be a mistake, especially if it's out of range of the other scout. So thank you all for watching. I hope you learned something. Never guess which commands your opponent has. They might surprise you. But yeah, join me again next time.